Well, March is Women's History Month. We just had International Women's Day yesterday, so let's celebrate all month.
Yeah, why not? The Utah Historical Society is highlighting the women who helped shape our state as well. And we have Kristen live downtown to tell us about how they are celebrating all month long. Kristen.
Hey there, good morning. So yes, we're in downtown Salt Lake City. I'm joined with Eliza with the Utah Historical Society. And tell me a little bit about where we're standing before we really jump into what things Utahns can do to celebrate Women's History Month.
Absolutely. So this is one of my favorite spots downtown. This is one of the few spaces we have that really celebrate Utah women. So this mural was commissioned by Zions Bank in 2020 as part of the centennial celebration of national women's suffrage. But it is important to note that Utah women were celebrating suffrage 150 years. So we were celebrating the anniversary of 150 years because Utah women were voting 50 years before the national amendment was passed. But this mural features about 300 women, Utah women, and just really celebrates all of their accomplishments and just really the wide range of women that we have that are leading the way here in Utah.
That is so cool. And so clearly we do have a big impact in women's history. What are some of the highlights that Utah has ties with that?
Absolutely. So Women's History Month is March, so that's why we're here celebrating today. It actually began as Women's History Week, and so they celebrate it as a week, and our actually Utah Senator Orrin Hatch was one of the ones to pass a congressional resolution to start kind of the national celebration of Women's History Week. And then a week wasn't long enough to celebrate all of the women and their contributions, and so we now celebrate a month. And so Utah is celebrating Women's History Month along with the rest of the nation.
Do you have any women that are most notable to you that you kind of like look up to or can reference when you are inspired?
Absolutely. So one of my favorite Utah women is Martha Hughes Cannon. She was an incredible woman. She was a suffragette around the time when, again, the national amendment and things are passing. She's right in that movement. She earned 4 degrees by the time she was 25. She was a doctor. She really was just an active participant in her community. But she was also the first female state senator in the United States. And so we actually just sent a statue of her to Washington, D.C. In 2024. So she now gets to stand and represent the state of Utah, but her story is just one of many that Utah women are just so incredible, and there's so much to celebrate.
That's so fun. So how can people celebrate this month?
Definitely. So we have lots of different ways that people can celebrate. The Historical Society has a number of events this month. People can participate in trivia and bingo, and so we've got bingo going on. It's a statewide movement, so you can head to our website. You can download your own bingo card, and there's lots of different activities that people can do, and some include others, some don't, but you can make a family recipe. You can create a craft. You can send a thank you note to a woman you appreciate. Really small ways that just make it celebrating really easy. And if you get 5 in a row and you fill out a form on our website, we'll even send you a prize.
Oh, that's so cool. And a great way to, engage kids as well, like baking, or you said a recipe or something. I mean, what else?
There's lots of different ideas on here. So you can attend an event. Like I said, we have 18 different events happening across the state. We've partnered with different organizations throughout the state to help celebrate Women's History Month. But then there are things like read to a young girl or support a woman-owned business. Small things that you don't think about that really make a difference in recognizing the accomplishments of women. Because for so long, and that's why I think Women's History Month is so important to celebrate, because for so long women's accomplishments and contributions were ignored or kind of thrown under the radar, and it's amazing how many stories just go unnoticed, and that's what this whole month is about, is bringing those stories to light and saying these women deserve to be celebrated too.
So you have the bingo card. What other events do you have going on?
Yeah, so we've got trivia nights, and we have craft nights where you can make your own suffrage banner, because Utah has a really cool, as I was mentioning earlier, history with suffrage. We have book club discussions, there's a film screening, there's lots of different things going on, and then we're not the only ones celebrating. It's important to note that there are partners across the state that are all working to help celebrate as well. So really, if you just Google Utah Women's History Month, there are going to be lots of things that pop up. So there's lots of different ways that people can get involved. Maybe it's not going out to an event, but maybe it's just, taking a moment to think about the women that are in your life and how you want to celebrate and recognize their contributions.
Awesome. Okay, so where can people go specifically, like websites and resources, to find all of this awesome things that you guys have going on?
Yeah, definitely. So the Historical Society's website, which is history.utah.gov, is going to be a great resource. But UtahWomen'sHistory.org is our partner organization. They're called Better Days 2020, and they were really the ones kind of helping us to do that centennial celebration there in 2020. But they have a great database of a bunch of different profiles of Utah women. So that's a great resource as well. But I will put a plug in. The Museum of Utah is opening at the end of June. and we are really excited to be able to share lots of different women's stories there in a way that we've never really been able to do, because Utah's never had a state history museum. And so we're really excited to be able to invite the public in and be able to tell those stories like they've never been told before.
And where is that new museum going to be?
It's going to be up behind the Capitol building. So they just built a new building back there, and the building is currently finished, but we're actively installing exhibits as we speak. And so we're really excited to be able to open to the public at the end of June.
Great, awesome, so exciting. So coming up in the next half hour, around 8:45 or so, we're actually going to learn more about this awesome mural in downtown Salt Lake City. So if you want to take your family here, you know just what you're looking at. And so I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.